Hi guys, short Sunday. I have a little bit of a sad one today. Before I get into it though, I just want to mention that today is like a big day for Catholics like me, Pentecost Sunday, and for other people too. And on my other channel that I sometimes discuss some faith stuff, I'm going to have something about what we do in my family with this colander to help us celebrate Pentecost Sunday. So if you want to, you can click the link below, go to my other channel. This short Sunday, though, is about Toby. So about 5 days ago, 6 days ago now, Thomas came in to me and said, we have a baby crow in the backyard. So I said, well, does it have feathers? Is it fledged? He said, yeah, it has feathers. It can't fly, though. And I said, are the parents there? He said, well, there's crows in the tree cawing. And I said, okay, leave it alone. See, I know from handling birds myself, and I know from many discussions with rehabbers that I have known, it's normal for a baby bird before it flies to be on the ground. That's a normal part of the process. It's on the ground for a few days, it's fledged, the parents are still taking care of it. You don't need to bring it in and try to rescue it. You leave it alone. It may get eaten by something. Something may happen to it, but that's part of the natural process. The only time you would call a rehabber about a bird like that is it's imminent danger. So anyway, I said to Thomas, leave the crow alone. And but it was in our backyard. So before we let Moose out, our dog, and before we have a cat, that we have a fenced yard. She's too old to go over the fence, so we'll let her out in the fenced yard for a little bit, bring her back in. We made sure that this bird was somewhere secure. So we knew where it was. We knew the bush it was hiding in. Go take a look at it. It wasn't afraid at all of me. It moved away a little bit, but then it would come back and look at me. It was a baby. Didn't know any better. And its parents would come and feed it. And we're watching every day. I expect to go out in the morning and see it killed by a raccoon or a fox or something. Nope, still there. Thomas named it Toby after Tobit in the Old Testament. And Toby is just adorable. So I got kind of attached to him. He had bright blue eyes, which apparently baby crows have. And I didn't handle him, but I loved watching him. And I loved watching his parents feed him. And he got to the point where his tail feathers were in. Now, we're going 5 days. Is a long time to be on the ground, but he's like ready to fly. So I came home and I said to Thomas, is Toby still in the yard? And he said, well, this morning when I went to take the trash cans in, he was by the trash cans trying to get in the street, and I shooed him back toward the yard. And I thought, oh crap. And I went out to the backyard and looked, and there was a squashed crow in the street. He'd gone out in the street and been run over. And I am very, very sad. It was horrible. It was horrible, and his parents were calling for him. Thomas, I came in and told Thomas, and he went out, he said, I'll take care of it. And he walked out with a shovel and picked Toby up off the road and dug a little hole in our backyard and put him in. And I just personally got attached to this little guy, and I was rooting for him because he was making it. He was almost there to the point where he would fly. So I am very sad. It was a sad weekend. I've been a little down for a couple of weeks anyway. No big reason, nothing dreadful. Just one of those things you go through, you know, here. I know this too shall pass. And most of it's just from working extra hours and being a little tired. But I was really hoping Toby would make it. And so I am very sad about that. And the night before, I said, I'm going to go get some pictures of him. He used to sit on this wood pile in the backyard. He was trying to work his way up toward a tree. And I took the iPad out, and I zoomed in a little, and I took some pictures. So I'm either going to cut them into this video or put them on the end just so we can remember little Toby. Anyway, that is my miserably sad short Sunday. But such is life. Death sucks. It does. It sucks if it's a little crow. It sucks if it's a person. I lost my sister last summer, and, you know, I lost both parents. But life goes on, and I'm only here to do what I'm here to do. And I just wish that little guy had made it.